Back day it is. Back day. Woke up and I was like, I'm itching to hit back. That was the mood of the morning. Ready to hit back, Dorito action. Woke up. I've actually been getting up early, the past times, really trying to get those, early workouts out. Not even that I want to get them out the way, I just feel like more productive when I, do them a little earlier and I have more time to meal prep and this, that, and the third. So that's pretty much why I was like, working on getting up a little earlier, trying to get, basically switching around the time schedules and whatnot. But yeah, today's back day. Pretty much as similar as last week, starting with deadlifts, moving on to rows. I might switch up the rows, or I might even add another set of like different types of rows. So like instead of like just doing mid rows, I might add the what should I call them? The high to low pull down, that row, the hammer strength rows from high to low, lat emphasis. So correction, fuck, shit. Oh man. So after deadlifts, I'm gonna keep it pretty much as similar as last week. Move on to the rows. I usually do the mid rows, right? But this time, I don't know, I might add the hammer strength rows, the ones where you pull it from high to low, right? Emphasis on the lats. I might add that in just because I don't know, I'm feeling it, and I kind of want to, I just want to work that today. And I'm just in the mood for that. I don't know if you guys ever just, felt like, I want to hit this shit today, So we'll see how the workout goes, but pretty much starting with deadlifts, moving on to rows. After the rows, it's really, the finisher is like, because after deadlifts and rows, those exercises are so taxing that it's like, after those, it's really up to you already what you want to do. Any finisher would be fine for back, whether it's pull-ups, whether it's cable rows, whether you want to do some extra lat pull downs, or freaking lower back raises with a plate or whatever. Whatever it is that you have in mind would pretty much go as a finisher for back. So as long as you hit that first part very well, considering that deadlifts and all that, they already include lower back. So it's not like you have to now separate a whole 45 minutes just to hit lower back. So that's pretty much that. Like, that's a rough estimate of the workout: deadlifts, rows, and yeah, maybe some pull-ups. I have to see how my shoulder is, because I don't know if you guys remember, I had that little crunchy shoulder situation, and it feels better, but that's only because I haven't been doing pull-ups. Now when I do dips, yesterday I had a little bit of a tweak in the same arm, just different area over here. Instead of the shoulder, I had it like right here where my elbow is. Not that bad, it went away, so it's nothing like that I'm gonna be like, oh wow, I can't do dips now. But I'm gonna have to be careful. If I choose to do pull-ups, I'm gonna have to be careful and not wake up the crunchy shoulder again, because if anything, I wanted to recover fully so I can actually get back into the pull-ups, so that's pretty much that. Breakfast, little, I would say it was moderate, moderate sized breakfast, enough carbs and glycogen just to, by the time I hit the gym and whatnot, it starts kicking in, and nice little like pre-workout in a sense, drink enough fluids. I always stress that, don't go to the gym and you're dehydrated, or let's say you just woke up. Drink fluids. Give yourself a little bit of time. Don't just wake up and rush to the gym. I applaud the excitement. I'm all for it, but definitely give yourself some time. Give your body some time to absorb whatever it is that you're putting in, whether it's fluids, food, nutrition, whatever it is. Just give your body some time to absorb it so you could actually put it to use. Because if you're gonna be eating mid-workout, if you really think about it, it cancels out. If you're eating, I wouldn't say cancels out, but it doesn't really serve any purpose to eat, during a workout. Like people like tend to. I know. The demographic of people who like to, enjoy like a mid-workout glycogen snack, whether it's like a Rice Krispie or some sort of cookie or, mind you, I used to do that myself, but just for shits and jiggles. You know what I mean? Not really for any like actual purposes. I just did it because I was like, fuck it, why not? But if you really think about it, it doesn't like if you're eating something mid-workout, it's not gonna come into play for your workout. Your body needs to take time to digest whatever it is that you just ate, put it to use. You know what I mean? So it's like you're not gonna all those sugars. Let's say you're eating, you're not gonna be able to use it during the workout. It probably is gonna kick in after your workout, but then it's like, what's the use of that? Unless you're looking at the anabolic window side. But even then, I always say just organize everything in a manner where everything is kind of like planned out, time-wise, efficiently. You know what I'm saying? So everything you eat, everything you ingest, benefits you. So that's that. Have a good breakfast, stay hydrated. Always bring some fluids to the gym. Definitely don't go to the gym without any fluids, especially for taxing workouts like back, legs. You know what I'm saying? Any workout, to be honest, but specifically those, because they demand a little bit more energy and a little bit more sweat than regular, like arm days and whatnot. But so I'm feeling pretty good. I don't really know 100% till I get to the gym and start lifting, because how I feel, when I'm just sitting there not really doing much, or if I'm eating and whatnot, isn't the same as how I feel when I start lifting, and heavy weight starts to come into play and this and that, like pressure on the body. That's how you can tell, like, okay, am I fully rested? Am I like 100% in here? You know what I'm saying? Because that's how you have to tell. Because when you wake up, you might be like, oh well, I feel rested and whatnot. And you start, you get into the workout and you're like, oh wow, I'm a little like off. You know what I'm saying? Like you feel a little off. Maybe your weight's not up to par as it was last week, for example, or maybe you got a little bit of like tweaks here and there, or shit. It could be anything, just as simple as a headache. You know what I'm saying? So anything could happen, but that's why I always say stay hydrated, eat, get some good sleep. You know what I'm saying? Don't just, go bonkers and just out of whack. You know what I'm saying? Definitely don't go out of whack and do stuff. You know what I mean? So definitely plan everything out, time it, prep yourself. You know what I'm saying? You're prepping yourself for some hard work. So you might as well utilize everything to 100%. So, but yeah, so we're about to get in the gym. I always do, obviously I never post it, but I want you guys to know that I always do warm up. I never just hop in straight to a workout. That's a little crazy to me. I need to warm up the joints, my the muscles, whatever, the wrists, the shoulders. I need to warm everything up before I start packing on weight and intensity. Because that's how you get injured, man. Nobody wants an injury. So I always do my 10-minute warm-ups. Nothing fancy. Literally just a 10-minute warm-up, on the tendons, joints, whatever it is. And then I hop into the workouts. I just felt like it was necessary to say, because I noticed a lot of people don't warm up. And, this is like another part of my warm-ups. I usually do them at home, but I do stretches. A lot of people don't stretch. And, I'm not saying that if you don't stretch, that's it. Your gains are non-existent now and you might as well just stay home. I'm not saying that. You could obviously go about and make super amount of gains without stretches. But I feel like because I'm always going for optimal everything. Everything has to be optimal. So if you stretch, man, there's no way that it's going to negate anything. If you're stretching, if anything, you're just helping yourself. First of all, preventing injury. Second of all, you're actually increasing blood flow into your muscles by stretching them. So now you're just more warmed up than you were if, let's say you hopped out of bed and you didn't stretch and you're hitting the gym right away. You're definitely gonna feel that. You know what I mean? You're definitely gonna feel that, and you might feel like shit, man. So if you can, get those stretches in. Stretch the legs, the back. Whatever muscle how to stretch, or look it up. You know what I'm saying? Stretching is very important, and trust me, if you stretch, you will find it very helpful. You'll find that you feel better after stretching. It's like as if you woke up even more. It's because increased blood flow and this, that, and the third. You know what I mean? It's very good for you. And like, let's say I'm doing deadlifts. You know, I definitely don't want to start doing deadlifts, one, without a warm up, two, without stretching. Because if you're doing that whole downward and upward movement, up, you know, up and down constantly with weight, and you didn't stretch, you're now increasing the, you know, chances of you, you know, either getting a cramp, tearing something. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it's bound to happen, but if you never stretch and you're packing on weight and this, that, I feel like you're increasing your chances of some sort of injury, whether it's light or major or whatever it is. You're increasing the chances. So definitely stretch, warm up, hydrate, fuel up. You know, key factors for a pre-workout, so your workout could be nice and solid, make some solid gains. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's that. We're nearing in on the vicinity of the gym, so yeah, we're about to get in there, attack some weight, grow some back, you know, grow some turtle back, get some turtle back action going, you know, zone in, tune in, hype up, and yeah. So I'll see you guys in the gym. Here we are. First fucking exercise is back day, deadlifts. You already know. Warm up and then fucking get into the real sets. Let's get it. Alright, got a nice feel with the bar, so let's pack on the weight, fucking get it going. I'm actually going to try to take my shoes off in this one, because I feel like when I have my shoes off, I have a better range of motion, I should say. So we're going to try to do the shoes off, see how it is. I did it last time, remember? Not last week, the week before that or whatever. Felt pretty good, so let's see how it goes. Last week I did I forgot what I did last week. Like, I added a 10 too, so like 245 basically. Definitely better without the fucking shoes, so we're gonna keep it going like that. Add a little bit more weight, shoes off, see how it is. If it's a little fucking dangerous or whatever, lower the weight. With the reps, cook out that lower back. Get it. Yes, bro. Me put his sauce right here, bro. Whew. We're gonna get fucking 2 more sets of this shit. 2 more sets, pretty much the same fucking weight, you know? Cook out the lower back, and want some fucking rows. Next one. Last set of deadlifts. My lower back is already cooked, but I'm just gonna get 1 more set and fucking move on to the rows. These are really feeling good, so let's get it, guys. All right, fucking rows it is. Next fucking exercise, mid rows, iso rows. I wanted to start with the high to lows, but might move on to those next. So it's gonna do these regular weight, nothing crazy. Nice squeeze, eccentrics, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that, you know? Efficient fucking movement. So let's fucking get it. Woo. Woo. Not gonna lie, I feel a little crunchy shoulder going on, so definitely no pull-ups. I also like to alternate this shit with the low grip and then move on to the higher. So do like 10, 11 reps with that, and then just, you know, like 6 to 8 on these, and then next set. Oh. All right, let's keep it rolling. So I wanted to do pull-ups today, But like I said, I got the little fucking torture shoulder situation going on, so we're gonna lay those off for now. And then also, I was talking to my brother, and I've come to the conclusion that I will be hitting lats twice a week, as opposed to once a week, because I don't know. I personally feel like, and he told me, because he knows, my workouts and shit. So he just suggested that I hit lats maybe one more time per week, because they do have a lot of rest period in between. So that's pretty much, I'm just filling you guys in on that. So more lats twice a week, today, and then maybe Saturday. Throw it in the mix with abs and shit. So, all right, enough chit chat. Let's get to it. All right. One quick set to the the high grips. That's what I'm gonna call them, the high grips. I didn't finish them on the other one, so. All right, that was good. Moving on to fucking these rows. Let's try to get the isolation for the lats. And yeah, and I think after that, I want to give the T-bar, not give it a shot, but I actually want to maybe get a set or two and just to get the feel in. My brother's in there cooking it up, so I want to try it. So we'll see. Let's get these in, and then we'll see how it goes. Good?
Lower the weight on these. After all these back exercises, definitely gotta fucking lower the weight. Focus on the fucking squeeze. Alright. 2 or 3 more sets. And that's it. That will be the rows of the day. This is annoying, bro. Oof. Ah, fuck. I am cooked. I am cooked. Fuck these rows, bro. I'm never doing these again. Alright, so we're here. Very energetic today in the gym. A lot going on. Great fucking energy. Everybody doing the thing. Pump is fucking real, so let's see what it gave us. Boom. Post back day. Post back day, can't complain. You know what I'm saying? Boom. The action, you see it, justified. Fucking justified. Boom. Ooh. You already know. Back says it all. Tricep action too. All kinds of action going on this shit, so you already know what time it is. Fucking cooked though, so you know. Whew. Huh. I get impressed by these shits every time after a fucking workout, so that's pretty much that. You know what I'm saying? That's pretty much that. So let's fucking scram, recover, eat. Yeah, that's fucking it. Turtle back action, boom, boom. Whew. All right, so back day complete. I love a good back day. I love a good back day. Like, I got in the car just now and I was like, that was a good fucking back day. Like, I mean, I know I say that about, you know, a majority of my workouts, but today was just really something else. I think it was just everything together, like, you know, being properly fueled before the workout, you know, having the energy for it. Plus being on a bulk, that definitely helps. You know, the extra calories, the extra, you know, stores and the extra, you know, everything. So that definitely tapped in. And then, like I said, the energy at the gym today was just, I don't want to say diabolical, but it was there. You know what I mean? It was like not even 10 o'clock yet. And it was packed, you know, people in there working out, music. You know, I went downstairs to do the pose downs, you know, the guy over there was blaring music. So the energy was just, if I may say, passed up to par. You know, it was great, you know. So add all those factors together and you're in for a great fucking workout, man. Like, I'm talking
I'm talking you might not even need headphones, you know? There's so much energy in the gym that you don't even need headphones. You could just vibe off of the vibrations, you know what I'm saying? Like that even sounds the same, vibing off of vibrations. But it was pretty hectic in there today in a good way, you know what I mean? People putting in work, you know? I was actually thinking, I was like, I don't know which time is actually more diabolical, like right now or when I would go usually at like, 5, 6 p.m., the people who come like after work, after school, I can't tell. I think it's honestly, they're both pretty good. So, I'm always for great energy at the gym, always, So, just to recap for the workout, the deadlifts, I can't complain. The deadlifts I think went pretty smooth, and then we moved on to the rows. The rows, the regular mid rows and everything, that was great. Like always, it was nice and smooth. But then I noticed personally, me, when I went onto the other rows, the ones from high to low, I don't know, man. It was just maybe by the time I got to them, I'm already kind of, I'm exhausted a little bit, so I'm not performing them at the most, proper intensity. But I don't know. I felt like I was a little bit off on them, maybe it was my grip or whatever it was, my forms. Maybe we're getting a little bit exhausted at that point. But I just wasn't feeling it. Usually when you do a workout, when you're doing a certain exercise, you feel the set. You know what I'm saying? Similar car spotted. You feel the muscle, you feel the stretch, you feel the burn, and like when you're done with the exercise, you actually feel like the pump in that specific muscle group. It swells up. You know what I mean? And when I was doing those rows, I was like, if anything, I feel like I'm working out forearms and my wrist more, if anything, like trying to pull the weight down. I even try to lower the weight a little bit to see if it made a difference, and it's kind of the same thing. And then I remembered, I'm like, that's why I actually don't do those rows all the time, because I just don't feel them. Like, I'd rather actually do pull-ups. And before I had the crunchy shoulder situation, I did pull-ups. So I'm gonna give it maybe, I would hope to say a couple more days, up to a week, and then I'm gonna get back to the pull-ups, because honestly, guys, there is nothing better than pull-ups. When you're doing like a nice set of pull-ups, like let's say you're doing 10 to 15 reps or 20 if you can get there. I'm talking about not pump pull-ups, not just, I'm talking about you go up slow, down slow in the eccentric. Like, I'm talking about you really controlled pull-ups. I promise you, you will feel your lats, like you feel like you're about to fly away. The pump in your lats is just ridiculous. Like, if you're watching this video and you're like, I'm gonna hit back after this, or if you're hitting back soon, please try pull-ups. People really neglect it. Not everybody. I know people do pull-ups. A lot of people do pull-ups and stuff like that, weighted pull-ups. But then there's a big majority of people who don't do pull-ups at all. I don't know why. They don't believe in body weight or something, or they feel like doing weighted stuff is the only way you can, grow muscle and stuff like that. But it's like, if you can't do a regular pull-up, right? What makes you think that you're going to be able to do stuff with weight in that type of sense, like back-wise? You know what I mean? Like, get used to the pull-ups first, man. Like, it's a great exercise. Even if you're already big, strong, this, that, bodyweight pull-ups are still the way to go, man. Like, yeah, you might add a little bit of weight just to get that, get that extra resistance, maybe build a little muscle on top of the lats you already have. But overall, 10 out of 10 workout, 10 out of 10 exercise, pull-ups, man. Same applies for dips when you're doing chest or tries. All these body weight compound movements are just 10 out of 10, Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. But yeah, so that was a pretty good back workout. I didn't record it, but at the end, after I got off the rows, I actually did, with my brother, we did a couple of sets, or shall I say, if you add it up, we did a few minutes of dead hangs. Now, to those who are familiar with dead hangs, props to you. You already know where this is going. To those who don't know what dead hangs are, dead hangs is basically, it's kind of in the name. You find a random bar, any bar that you would do pull-ups on. The only difference is you don't do a pull-up. You just hold on, whether it is both arms or one arm, and you just hang there as long as you can. And trust me, you will feel that forearm burn. You will feel that burn. Whether it's sooner or later, you're going to feel it, just depending on how strong you are in that exercise, how strong your forearms are. But same as the pull-ups, Same as the dips, 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 exercise. Dead hangs. You want to strengthen those forearms. You know, you want to have, more grip strength. You want to be able to, you know what I'm saying? Like, for example, if you're doing deadlifts or rows even, if you want to be able to hold on to the bar for longer, instead of feeling like your forearm is burning out, dead hangs are your best friend. You know what I mean? Hang on there for 15, 20, 30 seconds or longer if you can. Do a couple sets of that, and trust me, your forearms are going to be sore, pumped. They're going to feel, super solid. Sore the next day. So nothing, can't beat that. You know what I mean? So give those a try. Give all those 3 exercises I just mentioned a try. The pull-ups, dips, and dead hangs. Incorporate them. Try to incorporate them in your workouts. So yeah, pretty much I also told you guys that I want to focus a little bit more on the lats. So I will be hitting lats twice a week now, as opposed to once like usual. Just so I can strengthen them up a little bit. It doesn't hurt to hit lats a little bit more. So yeah, I'm just gonna incorporate them one more time during the week. Well, probably I'm thinking maybe the Saturday when I'm doing forearms and abs, just throwing some pull-ups while I'm at it. It won't hurt. And that's that. So right now, pretty much, plan is go home, like always. Go home, make some food, refuel, rest, recover. That's the main one, recover. You don't want to be going on a whole workout, really like tearing yourself up and then, not refueling, not resting. And as long as you refuel and rest throughout the day, that's fine. But don't let anything go out of whack where you're going out of a workout, and then I understand some people have work, school, etc. So I understand it's not always like, you can't always just go home right away and rest. I understand people have things to do, lifes, but try, as best as you can, try to incorporate all of those things, recovery, the meals, because it's all part of the game, man. If you take something out of the game's not the same anymore. So yeah, I am exhausted. I'm cooked, to be honest with you guys. So about to finish my BCAs, go home, rest, recover, and just plan out for tomorrow. Tomorrow's arm day. Pretty excited. Grow some fucking arms. And yeah, so we're gonna be using the Vulcan rope. You already know. So yeah, I will see you guys for arm day tomorrow. You better be there. Adios.